Hello everyone, my name is Ghazala and you're watching Kitchen Love Stories with me. Today I want to tell you about a superfood which I've been eating from my childhood. This food is versatile in the ways you can prepare it. You can drink this as a super drink, eat it to get a lot of fiber and protein, keep your body cool and stomach full while you go through your day. The superfood I'm talking about is sattu. Sattu is made with black chickpea. And this black chickpea is roasted and it looks like this. Then this roasted chickpea is made into flour. But the exact ingredients of this sattu depends on your preference. For example, in my family, the sattu is made with the black chickpea and barley, both roasted and made it into powder. Some people also add roasted corn into this. So people make this according to their choice or their preference. But the base of the sattu is roasted black chickpea, which doesn't change. While we drink and eat this powder, we also stuff this in our puris and parathas. And also not to forget that the famous litti is also stuffed with sattu. Sattu puri and sattu paratha is made in every household in Bihar and Jharkhand and is the most favorite. This is a perfect Sunday morning breakfast and is a good family activity. And this is one of the reasons I wanted to share this recipe with you. We eat this along with the aloo ki sabzi, achar or different kinds of chutneys. So come along, let's make sattu ki puri with aloo ki sabzi. Let's make it. To make this unique and mouth-watering sattu ki puri, we'll start with kneading the flour. We'll add salt, nigella seeds, mix it all properly and add about 1.5 cups of water. This is a half cup. We'll start kneading all of this together. For 2.5 cups of wheat flour, you can go ahead and add about 1.5 cups of water into it and mix it all together well. Just sprinkle a little more water from the half cup of water we saved. And that's it, we are done. So for 2.5 cups of wheat flour, you need 1.5 cups of water to make roti or puri. Doing this doesn't take more than 2 minutes. So just mix it all roughly and we are going to keep this aside for later use. Now for sattu filling, we need onion, we need green chilies and we need garlic. We are going to peel the garlic. Onion should be chopped very finely. Green chilies also should be chopped very finely, as well as the garlic. Make sure not to chop all of these in a blender. The other thing we need is stuffed chili pickle or mango pickle and about half teaspoon of salt. Mustard oil, or if you don't like mustard oil, you can use any other oil. It's okay. And this is carom seeds, about half teaspoon. We are going to crush these a bit and add them. We are going to mix all of this together now. Firstly, we are going to crush this pickle piece. Crush it and make it into a nice paste and mix all of these together. Remove these pickle skin and throw them. You can also add mango pickle to this, but not lemon or any other pickle. Now we are going to add the main ingredient, which is sattu, and about 1/4 cup of finely chopped coriander leaves. Mix them all together. And finally, after you mix it for about a minute, the sattu mix will look like this. You know, the farmers who work in the field, they take this for breakfast or lunch. We too make this and eat whenever we feel hungry. And this is what is filled in sattu ki puri. We have also prepared the dough, so we are going to keep both of this aside. It's time to make aloo ki sabzi, for which we need green chilies and ginger. Chop the ginger into smaller pieces so that it's easier to grind them. We'll add these into a mixer grinder along with 1/4 cup of water to just crush them and not make it into paste. Remove all of this in a bowl and we are going to keep this aside. Next thing is to prepare these tomatoes. We'll cut each of these tomatoes into 4 pieces and just crush them with our hands properly. The tomatoes are also crushed properly and is ready. We're going to keep this aside too. This is about half kg boiled and peeled potatoes. We are going to cut them into medium sized pieces. But this one potato which we have saved, we are going to crush it with our hands. Next thing we are going to add in the potato curry is boiled black chickpea. Soak these chickpeas overnight and boil it in pressure cooker with the potatoes. You don't need to boil them separately. So we have hand crushed the tomatoes, we have crushed the ginger and green chilies, and that's it. We are going to add few more ingredients which I am going to show you while cooking. We are going to cook this sabzi preferably in a wok or the iron kadhai. Add mustard oil into it. We'll cook this on high flame. We'll add some cumin seeds, and once the cumin seeds start crackling, we'll add some bay leaves into it. After 5 seconds of adding bay leaves, we are going to add asafoetida and immediately the crushed green chili and ginger we prepared. Fry all of these on high flame for about 15 to 20 seconds. And then we'll add turmeric powder, Kashmiri red chili powder, some cumin powder. Mix all of these spices together and start frying them until the water evaporates and the masala starts becoming foamy. You can see here. We'll make sure not to burn them. Once the masala is foamy, we'll add the crushed tomatoes. Give it all a very good mix. It's time to add salt in this. We are going to mix all of this and cook on high flame. You can see tomatoes have also dissolved here, and that's what we wanted. And when you see the masala starts leaving oil, it's time to add the potatoes and chickpea. Give it all a very good mix. We are cooking all of this on high flame. It's time to fry all of this together on high flame for about 2 to 3 minutes. So when you start frying this, you'll see the masala and the potatoes are sticking in the bottom. It's okay, we'll scrape it out. And after frying this for about 3 minutes, we are going to add hot water into this. Make sure to keep water for boiling whenever you're cooking and you need to add water into the recipe. For about half kg potatoes, you can add about 4 cups of water into this. We are going to cook this for about 20 minutes on low flame. The potatoes will leave out its starch and the gravy will become thick. Check for the salt at this stage. Finally, we are going to cover this and leave this on low flame until we make the puris. And to make these puris, we have already prepared sattu and the wheat flour dough. Time to knead this dough for a minute. And make it a long log. This dough will make about 10 puris. So we'll cut them into 10 equal parts. Can you hear the curry which we are cooking in background? This puri and sabzi will serve about 3 to 4 adults. Make equal size rounds and keep it aside. Now it's time to fill it. So let me show how to fill them. Just like we fill aloo ka paratha or dal ki puri or any other puri or parathas, same way. Fill about 1.5 tablespoons of sattu mixture into this and seal this properly so that when we are rolling it, it should not come out. The filling should not come out. Also, if you don't fill this properly, the mixture will come out in oil when you're frying it. So let me show you once more how to fill this. Make a little bowl kind of thing with this wheat flour. Fill this mixture. Push the mixture inside after filling it and seal this properly. And this is done. You can see here. Now let me roll this and show it to you. Very gently we are going to roll this, and do not roll it very thin. Let it be little thicker than the puris we make. If you roll it very thin, the filling from the puri will come out in the oil when you are frying it. So we are going to be very careful about the thickness of the puri. And in our family, this puri is always made with the wheat flour and not with the all-purpose flour. It tastes best when it's made with the wheat flour. We are done rolling the puris. It's time to fry them. Drop a small piece of wheat flour just to check if the oil is ready. We are going to fry these puris between medium to high flame. Make sure the oil is very hot when you drop the puri into the oil. And only when we are sure that the puri is cooked on other side, we are going to flip it and remove once the puri is fried well on the other side. What I mean to say is, don't keep flipping the puris in oil. Just add the puris into oil, flip it once and remove it. That's it. The puris are ready and beautiful. Let us check the potato curry. Switch off the flame and mix it all together. The perfect consistency we wanted. And finally we are going to add chopped coriander. Mix it all together very well. This potato curry can be enjoyed with plain roti, plain puri and even with rice. Let me show you one more awesome thing which goes very well with puri, paratha or sattu ki puri. Just take one large finely chopped onions and add mango or chili pickle, quarter teaspoon of salt. Crush the pickle together and make it into paste. And after the pickle is crushed, my mouth is watering. Mix it with the onions nicely. You can also add one chopped green chili into this. It will taste awesome. Give it all a very good mix and enjoy this with paratha and puri, and you'll know what I'm telling you. But do not make this with lemon pickle. So today we made pyaz achar. We made sattu bhari hui puri. We also made aloo or chane ki sabzi. I request you to make this sattu ki puri and this aloo ki sabzi from the state Bihar and Jharkhand, so that you eat it and taste it and appreciate this wonderful recipe from the state Bihar and Jharkhand. Sattu is available everywhere in the Indian grocery stores, so you can find them there. And this is how it should be enjoyed. Take some pyaz achar, take some curry and enjoy this awesome recipe from Bihar and Jharkhand. Now I request you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done yet. Please share these videos with your family and friends. Don't forget to comment on them. I would love to hear a comment from you all. And share these videos with your family and friends. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.